Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Painted Dog TV. Very excited to be back out here again with all of you. And I'm joined this afternoon, everybody, by Andrew, who's on camera, and also a special guest with us this afternoon. We have Sue with us, Matt's mom, one of our biggest fans. She's come to visit her boy up here in Rietspruit, and it's wonderful to have you with us, Sue, so welcome. And we have started with an absolute bang here, everybody. We literally drove out of camp and started coming down towards Mamba Dam, which is only 300 yards from the camp, and spotted all of the lionesses crossing the road to Mamba Dam here. Now they've gone behind the dam, presumably stalking something back here. We're not too sure what exactly they saw, but they've disappeared into the thickets here. And the 3 male lions are with them as well. 2 of the male lions have now dropped into the drainage line just below Mamba Dam here. And Andrew's now going to show you the last male, who's still just hanging back here, right on the road. He hasn't come to join the rest of them just yet, but something is happening. And oh, I can hear monkey's alarm calling now. So the monkeys in the riverbed have obviously spotted the lions that have headed down there. That might spoil their hunt, whatever they were stalking behind Mamba Dam here. You can hear the monkeys going crazy. Moments like these that I always hope it's not another predator they're stalking, like one of our cheetah or leopard. Lions will do that, of course, eliminating competition. You never know, these monkeys might actually be shouting at the other predator that's running away from the lions. Going to quickly say hello to our pack members that have joined us this afternoon. Hello Carol, hello Mary, hello Shannon, hello Jan, hello Elsa, good afternoon Rosemary, hello Di, hello Ian, good afternoon Barbara, hello everybody. Welcome to an amazing start to our Sunday afternoon here. I cannot wait to try and see what's about to unfold. You can see the male lion's quite alert now to the alarm calls. He's trying to figure out what's going on. He's looking around to see if they prey. Lions will often use that ambush tactic, where some of the pride hang back and wait for the chaos. Wait for prey to come running away from the other lions and then just pounce. Oh, he's up there. I can hear impala alarm calling. Yeah, lots of impala alarm calling now south of the dam. That could be what the lionesses had spotted, everybody, and what they were perhaps trying to stalk. Perhaps a herd of impala had just finished their drink here and were moving away from the water, and that's why the lionesses chose the dense woodland along the riverbed to try and sneak up on them. Let's just watch this male and see what he does. If the pride have caught something, we'll know, because he'll start running. If they have missed, they might all come and regroup here back at the water. So let's just see. Wow, listen to those monkeys. Going crazy. I can still hear impala as well. Just lost visual now of that male lion going down into the drainage line. You can hear the very erratic alarm call of this monkey. Very repetitive like that when a predator is that close, or rather very close to them. That's when they're erratic like that. It's probably the males. Because the impala alarm calling, it sounds like closer to the fence line. Wow, what a start, guys. Right, let's creep around to the southern side of the dam here and go have a look. Don't see movement of any of the other lions around the water here. So watch your sides here. Mind your heads, Sue. I now found myself, everybody, looking up in every single tree just to make sure there isn't a leopard here that the lions have chased up a tree. I was saying earlier that you never know, they might have been stalking another predator. We have, of course, heard impala, so it's more likely that that's what it was they were stalking. Just the monkeys that I can still hear. Also, we would probably by now have heard the chaos, the growling, if they had caught something. You know, all of the lions are here, all 9 of them, so there would have been a massive amount of growling, snarling and fighting as they fought over a kill. So it's not likely they've caught something. What's more likely is they've maybe just regrouped on the fence line here, or there's a big open sodic area here where they might just go lay down and regroup. But the monkeys can still see them, of course, or at least 1 or 2 of them. You can hear those alarm calls. Doesn't look like they came out here. No tracks on the road. Just work our way to the fence. Impala here. Just through this gap here are a couple of impala, everybody. Very likely who these lionesses were stalking. You can imagine how spooked these impala must be right now. I don't know where the lions are currently, but we know they must be close, and of course the impala would have heard the monkeys and they now know there's a predator close to them. Very nervous, understandably. Let's see if these lines have come out through the drainage line onto the fence though. You never know, they might still be stalking those 3 impala we've just seen there. Using the drainage line for cover, and not just visual cover, but the wind as well. You see something, Sue? Good afternoon, Marcy. Lovely to have you with us. We are busy trying to track down the pride. We saw them just before we went live. We then saw the males following them into this very thick woodland below Mamba Dam here. And it looked like they were stalking something. We've then discovered some impala, but we haven't seen the lions again. Interesting. Looks like there's quite a lot of water in the Mamba Dam drainage. Now, the lions won't want to get their paws wet, so they won't be walking up the river through this water. They might just come out on the other side. Wow, it's actually quite a lot of water running. You can see the water flowing over there. Look at that. Okay? Amazing. So clearly there's been quite a bit of water up on the Drakensberg Mountains again, everybody. Monkeys have gone quiet. Let's work our way around the block, everybody. They might have crossed the drainage line and have come out here on this next road, or perhaps have just gone to regroup at the waterhole for a drink. So I'll move quite quickly, just in case that is the case. I don't want to miss that awesome moment of them drinking. It won't take them long to come out of this block if they are still on the move. It's a very small block. There are 5 network stations on Blaubank. There was a single rhino pole near concrete crossing on the eastern side. No tracks of these lines coming out here, everybody. Maybe they have come out of the drainage line up to Mamba Dam for a drink. The male lines looked very full. They've definitely just come off a carcass. They've had a big meal somewhere. The lionesses didn't look too skinny either. And I think that's initially why they were headed this way, is to come and have a drink at Mamba Dam. So, being opportunistic cats, they spotted some impala as they approached the water. They've tried their luck, haven't had any luck yet, and perhaps they've now gone to have that drink at Mamba Dam. Interesting, eh? Didn't read my script. No lions here, everybody. So we're going back around again. Right, we're stalking those impala. Watch here, Sue. Good afternoon, Guido. Hope you're well, sir. Good to have you with us. We've got a bunch of lions hiding from us currently. The whole pride, all 6 females and 3 males, just walked past Mamba Dam and gone down into the drainage line below the dam. Looked like they were stalking some impala, but they haven't come out yet, so we've gone right round the block. We're going to try again. Might suggest that they've laid down. A lot of them are quite full. It's certainly very nice and cool down in this riverbed below the waterhole here. Mind your heads. Just listen here quickly again, see if I hear anything. All quiet. It was just here where we saw the impala earlier. I wanted to come past this point again and just see if there were any signs of the lions following those impala. Houdini lions. Well, obviously, folks, they've stopped somewhere inside this very thick block here, near the river. And if they don't come out of there, there's no ways we're going to see them again, unfortunately. This area is impenetrable. Not giving up hope just yet, though.
We're on last response of about 10 minutes.
They still be long calls if they are on the route.
Possibly. Here they are. Here we go, everybody. So this is where we just drove earlier, and the whole pride is just here on the road now. So they've come out of the riverbed. They're still watching something. Now when I drove past here earlier, I spotted a young kudu calf on my right, moving away from us through thick bush. And I wonder if that's not now what's pricked their interest. But there we go. Jackpot, everybody. Awesome. Just looking through my binoculars now at their paws. And they definitely didn't get those paws wet, so they found a way out of that riverbed before meeting that water. But mostly still alert, hey, everybody. Still. I can see a couple of the males coming out of the block behind the pride here as well, everybody.
Come through this gap.
Yeah, it's actually, that male's just lay down. Interesting, I can now hear an impala alarm calling closer to the gate. Stations, I've located the pride and the three males. They're on Mamba Road, just north of southern fence line of Blaubank. The pride and three males on Mamba Road, just north of southern fence line of Blaubank.
Copy. I'll be coming that side. I'm coming south along the western fence line.
Copy. Can you hear that impala alarm calling, guys? It's interesting.
My eardrum just shattered for a second.
What a privilege, again, everybody. It's just amazing. What did they hear now? Look how three of them turned that direction. Look at that. Amazing, everybody. They've picked up on something, eh? Look how all 4 of the lionesses here now facing that direction. Now, when we saw the lionesses first this afternoon, everybody, I only counted 4. I didn't count 6. We assumed that the other 2 had already moved down into the riverbed here below Mamba Dam. Now, I'm only seeing 4 here again. Perhaps that's what's upsetting those impala near the gate. Perhaps the other 2 lionesses are off that way. Yeah, listen. There you go. Lioness contact call coming from near the gate. Amazing. So they got split up somewhere in their travels today, the pride. Well, one of them did, because now a 5th lioness has just got up at the back there. See that there, Andrew? She's heading towards where that roaring's coming from. Straight back into the riverbed. She's staying on the road. One of the males is following her. Can still hear that lioness roaring. I wonder if these 4 are going to get up and head that way as well. Go. One more getting up. Oh, just the most beautiful light on that lioness now. Absolutely stunning. She's going to walk right past one of the other males here. He's lying just out of shot on the left of the road. More of our lionesses close to us, heading that way now. So beautiful. Interesting, eh? She went to greet that male. Now interacting with the injured male. Always get a bit anxious for that injured male. when he interacts with females, because it might bring about fighting with his brothers. Hear that there? That was the lioness growling at one of the male lions there. Marcy, just to answer your question about wild dog updates, no change really just yet. Our 5 males are still not back, still on the other side of the main highway that separates us from the Kruger. So they're still on the Kruger side, but pretty close to the highway on the other side there. So we are still hopeful they're going to come back. I once again had a chat with Grant Beverly yesterday, and he said they've actually connected with their natal pack, our 5 males, somewhere near the Salati Reserve, southern end of the Salati Reserve, and yeah, they've turned around since connecting with their natal pack and have come all the way back to just outside the Rietspruit Wildlife Estate, where they are currently situated. And we think possibly going to try and make an attempt to come back into the Rietspruit. As soon as that happens, we'll then head out and encourage them to try and bring them back towards the 2 females that are still waiting for them in the boma. So we'll use those wild dog calls, the who calls. We'll use those. But Grant was actually suggesting to me that I should collect some of the female scat out of the boma and take that towards the highway, towards the fence line, staying within the Rietspruit Game Reserve, and just spread some of the female dog scat there. That might encourage them even more. So we are going to attempt that as well. Just pick it up inside the boma. Just go and pick it up with gloves. Bright tongs. Bright tongs you'd never use again.
Keeping the wild dogs busy elsewhere.
Yeah. So there is another vehicle that's about to come and join us here, everybody. I'm really hoping these 2 lionesses will get up and follow the others. So that we can try and continue following the pride, but I do want to make space for this other vehicle quickly so that they can view the lions as well.
Joining the log of the tribe at the second station.
Hello guys, how are you? Awesome. The others have moved up towards Hoofpad. Copy. So the fact that that male that Andrew's focusing on right now, everybody, is still just lying there, would make me think that the other females we saw go past him haven't moved off entirely. So I would think that he might have followed them. I could be wrong. Of course, we still have 2 of the pride here close to us, and they haven't moved off yet. Wow. That's interesting. Someone's just located a leopard. That's amazing. Sounds like a male leopard as well. Oh, beautiful shot of this lioness's paws there. Standing by.
One male leopard on Rietspruit Road.
Confirm, is that Witgat West, and is it west of the Deep Sloot River?
Station on Witgat, or you're Witgat West. How far are you from Witgat? Take care. How far are you from Witgat? I'll start off Witgat. You're on Witgat West. That's Link and Witgat Road. Copy.
T-Bob for Gareth, can you confirm, is that animal relaxed and is it on the move? Just trying to get more information out of the person that's located that male leopard, everybody.
Simon for Birdman. Go ahead, Birdman. Are you still on lock with those rhinos? Negative, it went down that street towards Lowveld Dam. Just south of the building.
These two girls don't seem like they're in a hurry to go anyway. Quite happy here. Perhaps just waiting for the lioness that we've heard contact calling in the distance, everybody. Two of the lionesses then close to us here also responded. So perhaps these two are just waiting for the last member of the pride to come across this way.
There was a leopard.
Oh, there you go. Doing some contact calling of her own. It's a beautiful sound, that.
You are spoiling my sighting. But we've copied your update on the leopard. You need to just make sure there's only one or two vehicles are rocketing in one south lead. I know I was behind the leopard, but another car came without advice anything.
Oh, sounds like there's some drama in the leopard sighting. Shame, poor old Tiba. So it sounds like another vehicle arrived on scene there and that leopard has spooked and run off, everybody. Which is very often what happens with two vehicles during the day with our leopards. They're not habituated yet, so that's a pity. Anyway, it'll just take some time.
I am in charge of the...
Hello, beautiful girl. Some yawning. Perhaps they are going to make a move now, these two females.
All three of them have started yawning already. Yeah. But I think they sleep quite a lot during the day. Amazing how their color blends nicely with the blue.
I think you might be right, Mary, that this one is Nyaleti and Bucket is the other. Oh, they're both contact calling now. Oh, listen to that. It's interesting to see the difference between a lioness's vocalization and a male's. Lionesses keep it so much more low-key, so much quieter. They use these soft contact calls versus going into a full roar, not wanting to draw too much unwanted attention to themselves. And now these contact calls have got the males up. Briefly got them going. They've just settled again. Thibaut, which side of the Diepsloot River are you? East or west? Thibaut for Gareth. I'm dying to know what these other lions are doing right now, everybody. The only problem is I can't really get around these lions. It's very, very thick bush here, but I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to see if I can find a way around, because these two aren't moving yet. Also want to get away from this vehicle behind me, which is rather noisy. Watch your side, Andrew. Watch this tree and this tree on the right here, guys. Don't let it touch you. Standing by.
So what's the exact lock there?
Mumba Road, just south of Hoofpad. But they're a bit split up. There's also contact calling from another one. Sounds like west of Mumba Dam.
Hey, copy, thank you.
Careful here, Andrew. Right, there we go, everybody. Managed to get around that roadblock of lions in the road. Let's quickly make our way up towards where I think the others have headed. Still got tracks of them going along the road here. I think the other females were trying to connect with the last member of the pride.
Mobile, just the southern fence line on my tree spot.
Well, half the pride.
Alan, what do you have there?
It's the pride. They've split up though. Some of them are heading west past Mamba Dam, and some of them are heading to the southern fence line of Blaubank, just east of Mamba Dam. There's 2 stations here.
Especially in charge of the pride, Simon, yeah, I'm about 2-3 minutes out if I can approach.
Yeah, you can make your way. I think best approach is to head to the southern fence line of Blaubank along Madrid Put.
Copy, I'm at business.
There the others on the road. The other half of the pride is with me here on Hoofpad, close to Mamba Dam.
Copy, thanks, Gareth.
Looks like 4 of them here. That means they've connected with the last member of the pride, everybody, because we've left 2 back there and there's 4 here. So we've now got the whole pride accounted for. And I think the injured male lion was headed this way. Hello, you wonderful people. How's it going? Good. The other 2 females are with the males on the, or 2 of the males on the southern fence there. They've been split up for a bit. They've been contact calling the girls.
This is your Alex.
Yeah. Interesting how the females left us where we were with them before and came up here and connected with the last member of the pride that was missing. And now the other 2, of course, have led the males and headed south away from this group towards the southern. So we need to try and catch up. You know, so those lionesses on the fence are contact calling again. Thibaut for Gareth.
Are you calling Thibaut?
Yeah, AFM Tibo, I just want to try find out where exactly you last saw that male leopard.
Yeah, I can't really do
But
anything about
exactly
it.
in the middle of Whitgat Road, and it is appearing the block on heading south.
Okay, copy that. Thanks, Tibo. It's quite a big road though. So which side of the Diepsloot River were you? On the eastern side or the western side?
Sun side, so it's in the block between Whitgat Road and Antioch Sloot.
Okay, copy that. Thanks very much. I think it was Tim. I think it might have been Tim. Oh, listen everybody. Copy that, Tibo. You can keep making your way. I'll make space for you. So we can now hear one of the lions contact calling everybody. Sounds like just the other side of the dam here. So perhaps they'll all come together here around the waterhole eventually, everybody. So what an amazing, absolutely amazing start to our afternoon. Just so grateful every time we get to spend these precious moments with this beautiful pride. Interesting. There's a spotted hyena calling at the exact same time as that male lion. The spotted hyena, however, everybody, is not on our reserve. Sounds like it's roaring from deep inside the Blue Canyon Conservancy on Madrid, quite far west of us. But that's awesome, hearing a hyena and a lion roaring, vocalizing at the same time. Copy. That lioness at the front there has seen something at the dam. I did finally get a good bead on where the gentleman had located that male leopard, everybody. It's an area where we often search for leopard along the Diepsloot River, and perhaps a bit later we will head that way and try our luck in that area, but for now Pride is on the move and are heading up towards our camp. So we're going to stay with them for now, everybody, as long as we can. There's quite a lot of vehicles that are interested in coming to join the sighting, and we of course have been spoilt. We've been here a while, and so we are going to give some of the other folks an opportunity to view the lions, but for the time being we can stay with them. Sounds like getting updates from the other vehicle that stayed with the other half of the lions, that those lions are heading up along the fence towards the old airstrip outside of camp here. So perhaps that's where they're all going to meet up. This is so cool. Cruising with the pride. Geez, these females are powerful. Just looking at their bodies moving, looking at all of those muscles. And they're vocalizing while they're moving, everybody. Listen. Trying to contact the other two lionesses. Moving at quite a pace, eh? Quite a lot of impala up in this corner where the lionesses are headed as well. I can hear some impala alarming now. You might actually hear that, everybody. Amazing. Wow, this is so cool. Not a terrible way to spend your Sunday afternoon. She was.
Any update about the location of the lion?
Yeah, just make your way to the reservoir here at Hayes.
Taking my way.
As you can see, everybody's lionesses are very quickly approaching the big reservoir, which is right outside our camp. And the other lions must be pretty damn close to it as well. Coming from the other end, coming from the southern end, along the airstrip, towards the reservoir here. It'll be quite special to see them meet up again. They haven't been separated for very long, of course, but it's going to be beautiful to see. They often trot towards each other and rub up against one another, these lions. Look at them trotting already. They're excited. Look at that. All right, let's quickly try get around and catch that moment. Don't see the others yet. Oh, here they come. There, you see Andrew?
Yeah.
Just coming through the tree line now. I've just spotted one of the other lionesses coming towards the ones we've been following here.
This is very calling. This is my last gate drive. We've had an amazing trip.
Oh, that's awesome. Just awesome, everybody. Epic. They are super chuffed. Listen to them chatting to each other as well, everybody. Very happy that they've now all finally come together. It's amazing seeing this bond between the lionesses. now the males are just starting to come through as well. Male scent marking at the back there. Some very upset impala, not too happy about all of these lions coming together in this area.
Can they smell them from here?
I don't think they smell them, I think they see them, Sue. The wind's blowing straight from those lions towards us here. I think they can see them. Oh man, just stunning. Good afternoon, Michael. Yeah, good timing there, bud. We've had an amazing afternoon. The pride was split up for a while, but you've just hopped in now as they all come back together again. Nice shot on the road here of the lioness coming with the male behind her. Look at that, guys. Wow. Amazing cats in beautiful light. Such beautiful bush. There comes the injured male at the back. All three brothers in their pride. Unreal. Always investigating the females, aren't they? They don't miss a beat, the boys. Of course, just testing to see if any of the lionesses are in estrus. Which we don't think they are at the moment. For a while we were a bit nervous. We thought that Nyaleti might have been showing signs of estrus, but I don't think she is. There's been none of that of late.
Gareth for Birdman.
Standing by.
I'm about 5 out. Can I make my way?
Yeah, FM, you can make your way. All 6 females and 3 males now have settled on the airstrip here by the reservoir.
Copy, thank you.
Right, everybody. That sounds like our cue. What we've just heard on the radio there. It's time for us to sadly say goodbye to these beautiful cats. But it's been a treat. A very, very big one. Hey, Sue? Awesome for you. Very, very special. Awesome for all of us, everybody. What an absolute pleasure. Right, everybody, we are just going to sneak past our camp as we continue on our evening drive. I'll give you all one guess as to where I'm headed to next.
Give me an update there, please.
Kevin for Gareth.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I had my radio down. Are you looking for updates?
Yeah, FM.
All 6 females of the Pride and the 3 males stationary at the reservoir here by Hayes on the airstrip. Soon to be probably 1 or 2 vehicles more than required in that area. But I'm leaving Simon in control, Birdman on approach, and I think 2 or 3 others all coming towards this area. Thibaut had a brief sighting of a male leopard around Witgat, close to Antioch-Sloot, heading south. And I think there was a rhino heading south away from Kudu Krip past the pump there, south of Kudu Krip, heading south.
Okay, copy, thanks. No sighting of the elephants off me.
Apologies, yes, they were seen. I think 2 of them were seen. I'm not sure which 2, around Seskant Krip.
Okay, thanks.
Wow, so cool. Lovely, hey? Hope you all enjoyed that as much as we did here in the vehicle, because wow, that was just so special. Sue says she's coming back, everybody. Can't blame her, I suppose. We'll have you back anytime, Sue. Gee whiz, but the temperature has plummeted, everybody, so I'm going to have to stop the vehicle soon and hop off and throw on my jacket. It's amazing how the seasons are definitely changing. Feels like a proper winter night this evening. Very, very chilly. But no, it's definitely not Cape Town weather. So like I was saying before, everybody, we are now going to head towards where that male leopard was last seen. He was apparently heading south. So I'm hoping our sort of general direction, but he was seen quite far north of here. And we're going to head up that way and try our luck, everybody. See if we don't perhaps hear him calling. I see everybody's putting in their lists of what they want to see next here. Elephants, rhinos with babies. Well, certainly, folks, we can give it our best shot. The general direction I'm headed is the general direction, I think, of where the elephants were last seen, which was near Seskant Krip. And they were heading west. There's no one currently with the elephants, so you never know. We might get lucky and bump into them. But of course, we are losing the light, so we don't really watch rhinos and elephants all that much in the dark. So we're not going to have too much light left for those 2 species. But you never know. Where did we last see No Hope in the calf? Where was that? Seskant Krip as well. Yeah. So we're heading up that way, everybody, towards Seskant Krip. We're going to stay west of the Diepsloot River, because apparently that's where the leopard was. He was west of the river and coming south. So we're going to do that, and yeah, like I say, you never know. Might bump into those rather large creatures. But we're not going to bother them after dark. Right, I'm going to quickly hop off right here, folks, and throw my jacket and also mark my territory. So please give me 1 second. I'll be back with you shortly. Alrighty, let's rock and roll. Good evening, Brian. Good to have you with us. Sorry you've only managed to hop on now, but very happy you're here. You've just missed a phenomenal sighting of the pride and the males all coming together right outside our camp. But of course you can always go catch up on all of that amazing action. And for the time being, what we're doing now, Brian, is we are heading north towards the reports of a male leopard that was seen about half an hour ago. He was heading south and coming our direction, and we're hoping we might get lucky. The sun has just set, and that leopard is going to be on his regular evening patrol. We might get lucky on one of these roads heading up towards his last position. Marcy, to answer your question about the cheetahs, I don't know where they are at the moment. I haven't had a recent update. It's been a while, of course, since I've been out here on a drive. But the way things have been of late, it's very likely they're on Lowveld, so to the east of the reserve. And that's the males I'm referring to mostly. The females haven't been seen in quite some time. Hold on to your kidneys, guys. We, of course, are busy driving the very rocky and bumpy Mamba Krunkelpad. Andrew's favourite road. Oh yeah. Really looking forward to winter, everybody, which is obviously now very quickly approaching. It's going to be really awesome to see more of the nocturnal, more of the elusive animals we don't get to see all that often. As the bush starts to thin out, and you are able to spot some of these smaller animals. Things like the aardvark, honey badgers, porcupines, leopard, of course, hoping for more hyena sightings, bush babies. It's just a bit more difficult during the summer months. gonna switch off here for a minute, everybody. Just see if I don't hear anything. It certainly has got a lot colder, Michael. Temperature has dropped substantially. And yes, Rosemary, our big bull is back. Very grateful that that was resolved pretty quickly. He is happily exploring the Rietspruit Game Reserve with his herd again. Not hearing anything yet, folks. We'll keep going slowly north. It was probably still about 3/4 of a mile north of us where that leopard was seen. But as we do know, these male leopards cover a lot of ground and they cover it pretty quickly. So he may have already got this far south. Hence why I say we'll just now drive slowly in his direction, or his last direction. There's some rhino tracks on the road here, white rhino. I think it's a bull though. Heading the same direction we're headed. Can now see that this is where the lions came from. They came walking down here. Just pausing briefly again, everybody, to listen. We've reached a fork in the road here. And he could come walking down either of the two roads here. Just hoping I might get an alarm call to help me choose either left or right. Nothing going. All right, it's left. Left it is. We'll have to just come down this road. And this is a lovely road, everybody, called Scallum Savannah. Andrew and I were out a couple days ago, everybody, doing some filming for Tracking Tuesday, and we came across a relatively fresh drag mark where a female leopard, we assume Kudu-Krip 2-3, had killed something in the Sunsloot River just below Kudu-Krip itself. So Andrew and I went in on foot without the cameras and eventually found the carcass. And it was amazing to, well, first of all, go through that incredibly adrenaline rush moment of, you know, following a fresh drag mark, knowing all too well it's a leopard because we could clearly see the leopard's tracks of where she dragged this carcass. And then eventually spotting the remains of the carcass in a tree not too far from the Sunsloot riverbed. Wow. And then thinking, okay, well, when is she going to explode and charge at us, which they often do when they're still at their kill, very defensive of their kills. But that never happened, fortunately. But we, after having spent some time there, figured out that she'd probably abandoned that carcass a couple of hours before we got there. She'd left just the neck of an impala in the tree. Not a very high tree, not high off the ground, probably only 6 foot off the ground is where she'd put the impala's neck. But we could clearly see on the tree where she'd been feeding for 2 days. There was fur all along the tree, there was bits of bone on the ground. We found the fur that she'd plucked and dropped to the ground beneath the tree. And we'd found where she'd eaten the last piece of the carcass on the ground as well, just on a bank above the tree. And it was incredible, super exciting. I mean, we never got to see the leopard, unfortunately, but to just figure all of that out and you know, find all of that sign was really amazing. And it also just shows us that, you know, we are working the right areas, going into that riverbed there close to Kudu-Krip. We know that she's moving through there on a regular basis. Oh, and Andrew also finally saw a leopard the other night, everybody. He was driving back to camp and bumped into a big male leopard, which he's very chuffed about. It might even be the same leopard we're trying to find right now. Oh yeah, Michael, I'm certain we will. What an amazing day that will be. Yeah, beautiful sunset again tonight. Awesome seeing the stars come out now. Goodbye, Rosemary. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you again soon. These male leopards will vocalize usually quite regularly throughout the night. One of the ways that they defend a territory, announce themselves within territory, is to vocalize. And so every sort of 20 to 30 minutes is the average. And it's such a loud guttural sound that you can hear it from quite a distance. But of course, you know, we drive around for extended periods of time and only switch the car off for 2 minutes, and you just never know. But it's always worth trying. And of course, that'll help us a huge amount if we heard him calling now. That's one of the most incredible sounds to hear in the bush at night. Quite irking, but amazing.
Never heard it.
It's a great sound too. The best is when you've been searching for it for a while and you switch off like this and it's pitch dark. And the thing starts calling like 30 meters from you in the pure darkness. And you see people shuffle in the car pretty quickly. Incredible though. Yeah, lots of practice, hey Sue. Driven around here for over a decade.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
And you still love it.
Every single day. So just to remind everybody, seeing as this is our last day of the week, the keyword for this week is brotherhood. Those of you that want to get your hands on that painted dog wildlife image, please submit the keyword brotherhood. There of course will be a new keyword out tomorrow for our new week.
Leading the pride and females, just near the reservoir at the H.
Sounds like the lions haven't moved an inch, everybody. They're still sitting at the reservoir, which means we're going to have some fun when we get home tonight. I'm going to be dancing around lions. Hopefully they won't follow me to the gate. Mind your heads here, guys. Somebody's eyes reflecting in here. Not easy though. It's behind quite a lot of vegetation. But those eyes are too close together to be that of a leopard's. I think it's a duiker on the other side of the riverbed there. Did you see what that was, Andrew?
Mm-mm. What was it, a quick flash? Gone.
There were a set of eyes there, but my initial instinct was that it was a big antelope, like a kudu or a nyala. Just wondered if you'd seen it. Yeah. Oh dear. Elephants have blocked this road. That is very unfriendly. Thanks, Andrew. For those of you leaving, bon voyage. Thank you for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely evening, lovely day, wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you again tomorrow.
Hi.
Copy. Now quickly have a look and see if there's any tracks here, everybody, before we carry on.
Nothing.
No tracks. All right, everybody. Well, we tried. It was fun. Beautiful as always. And what an amazing afternoon with the Pride, everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. No luck with our leopard, but that's okay. There's always tomorrow. Alrighty folks, the three of us are gonna say goodnight to you all here. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and yeah, hope to see all of you tomorrow. Bye for now folks, keep well.